Hello friends, welcome to our channel Solution with Fun and Real for How are you fellow friends? In today's session, we are going to discuss with you on the topic that is active and passive voice. And in today's session, our topic will be on the basic rules which are to convert the simple present tense from active to passive voice. What are the basic rules for the conversion from the active voice, and how to convert those the sentence from active to passive voice. We will need to understand you through the help of the examples and some of the various basic key formulas and some of the biggest key points which are very useful for efficient and effective conversion from active to passive voice. So let's start our topic without wasting our time. So first of all, let's welcome to my channel, and here we are going to explain you on all these queries and confusions related to conversion. So first of all, in today's session here, what we are going to cover, we are going to cover the four type of tenses. First one is the simple present tense, second one is the simple past tense, third one is the simple future, and fourth kind of tenses are those which are having the modal verb present inside those sentences. And how to convert those sentences? Our first one formula. Our first one is the first type of sentence is simple present tense. First type of tense is simple present. Basically, in active form, it's what is the formula for active and subject plus verb form verb first form plus object. Suppose he plays cricket. Simply, it is simply the active form of simple present tense. Suppose subject first one comes the subject, then the first form word, then the object. And now on converting it into a passive voice, object comes into the starting of the sentence, then a helping verb either is or am is applied according to the according to the object. The subject helping verb is being applied. Then the verb first form is converted into third form, and then at last we write the subject after the by. So object comes into the starting of the sentence, subject comes at the end, and helping verb is being applied after the object. Then the third form of verb is written. Then at last what we write, by plus subject. This is the basic formula for converting a simple present tense into a simple present from active to passive voice. It was the basic formula for conversion of simple present. Next formula is for conversion of the simple past tense. Simply it is clear, subject, then we have to use the second form of verb in the simple past tense. In active form, what kind of verb is written? Second form of verb is written in the sentence, then the object is written. So object while converting it from active to passive voice, object comes at the starting of the sentence, then we write was verb, then third form of verb is written, and then the by plus subject is written at the end of the sentence. This is the key formula for converting a simple past tense from active to passive voice. And similarly, the third formula is for conversion of from active to passive voice for a simple future tense. And simple future tense, what is the basic formula in the active form? Subject plus shall will plus first form of verb plus object. Now how to convert it into the simple future tense from the active to passive voice? Object comes at the starting of the sentence, and then this shall will remain as shall or will remain as it is. Then what comes in the what is the difference? See friends, here some of the things is differentiating it from the simple present tense, simple past tense. In the simple present tense, what we see, there was only the helping verb was, but no be or anything was written here. But in the simple future tense, in the passive form, what comes in addition here is the be. That is the be. Object plus shall will plus the be also comes here. Be in addition is being added here. So it is the key difference that makes it different from the conversion of the simple past or simple present tense into the passive form. In the simple future, what comes in addition is the be. Then we write the third form of verb. Then what we write, by plus subject. So it is the formula for the conversion from the active voice into passive voice in the simple future tense. Similarly, in a modal form, what we are having, subject plus modal In the place of shall, will, was, were, is there, what comes here in the modal form? Only the modal verb, modal verb comes as a helping verb. Then we write the first form of verb plus object. Now how to convert it into a passive voice? Object comes at the starting of the sentence. Then we write the modal form of verb. Then the first form of verb is being converted into third form. Then at the end of the subject comes the common thing, that is the by plus subject. Now here we are going to discuss with you some of the basic key rules related to for the active form of sentence that are generally confusing and are generally faced by all the grammar learners, English grammar learners, which create a lot of interest in learning. So let's root your interest of that kind. Some of the verbs are being performed by a specific subject, such as these subjects are being mentioned during the verb in the active form of sentence. I am talking about those verbs, such as some of the words are specific, and those are the common categories, such as police, doctor, engineer. These are the specific subjects. Police always do the work. Police is always same. Doctor is always same. Engineer, anyone can be an engineer. Anyone can be a doctor. But the engineer category will always remain. These are some of the specific subjects which always remain there. So the main rule here that I am going to tell you here is that these do not need to be mentioned in the passive voice. No need to mention these specific subjects in the passive voice during the conversion, because this is already known to us that this work is being performed by whom. So suppose here for the example, the sentence is here three sentences are given. I am going to clear this confusion from the sentences. Suppose here written is the police arrested him. Police arrested him, but on converting into passive sentence, we are writing it he was arrested, but not writing by police, because we already know that police that is the verb, that this verb is being performed by a specific verb, that is the police. Similarly, next sentence, people speak English all over the world. We already in active form, what is written here? People speak all over the world. Sentence is written like this. It is the people is the subject, speak is the verb, and what they speak English all over the world. But we are not writing here the people in the passive voice. While converting, we are not mentioning here the people in this. See, suppose here written is the English is spoken all over the world. English is spoken all over the world, but not here written is the by people, because we already know that this verb is being performed by whom? By the people. So people here is the specific verb, specific subject. Sorry, it is a specific subject. So here we do not need to mention it in the passive verb. It is clear. Now similarly, a third sentence also here. The teacher teaches English here. And now on converting it into passive voice, how it is coming here? English is taught here. English is taught here by whom? It is not written here. By teacher, it is not written here, because we already know that English is taught by whom? A teacher. Anyone can be teacher, but the subject is specific for that subject. What subject is specific? A teacher is a specific subject, so we do not need to mention it here in the passive voice. This was the rule number 2. Similarly, comes our another rule. The second number rule is, similarly, if some of the verbs are being performed by the indefinite pronoun or vague noun, means those nouns which do not need to be mentioned in the vague nouns are some of the indefinite pronouns, because we do not know that who is performing them, and we are not specifically stiff about that. We are not confirmed about that who is performing these nouns. Who is performing some of the work. So in that case also we do not write by plus subject in a passive voice. In such cases also we do not use by plus subject when we are not specifically confirmed about that who is performing the work. Such kind of nouns which are not confirmed are known as indefinite pronoun or vague noun, because we are not confirmed about that who they are. Such kind of pronoun or noun are known as indefinite pronoun or vague noun. And this rule is being followed even when we are sure about the subject is obvious. That reader can immediately identify what the subject will be, and mentioning the subject is not necessary in the passive voice. So this rule is being followed at that time also when we are sure that the reader can immediately, when we are sure that reader can immediately identify what the subject will be. So in that case also we will not mention that noun or pronoun in the passive voice. Suppose and in the case when the noun or pronoun is indefinite pronoun or vague noun, that will also not be mentioned in the passive voice. Suppose here given are the three sentences mentioning the same thing. Suppose first one sentence given is no one desire riots. No one desire riots. So what will our sentence will come out to be in the active passive voice? Riots are not desired, but they are not yet confirmed about in the sentence. In the sentence being marked by green, I am going to mark it green. In the sentence which is marked as green, we do not know that who is performing the riot. So we are not confirmed about the person who is performing the riot. So in the sentence here we are not here in this sentence we are not mentioning in the passive voice we are not mentioning who has performed the riots. So we are simply writing it as riots are not desired. Similarly, in the second sentence being marked with the purple color, what the sentence written here is the people speak English all over the world. People speak English all over the world. We are obvious about that the people speak English all over the world. We are confirmed. So we are here in the second sentence we are not mentioning people here because we already confirmed about that English is spoken all over the world by people. So we are not writing here by people because it is already confirmed to us. And immediately reader will also be confirmed will basically it will strike the reader of the sentence that English is spoken all over the world by people. So we do not like to mention here the by people. It is for the making the sentence effective and short and impressive also. So our third sentence is teacher teaches English. Here also in the sentence we are confirmed about that who is performing the verb. A teacher is performing. Here it is obvious that teacher will be teaching the English. So English is taught here by teacher. Basically the sentence is English is taught here by teacher, but we are not mentioning it by teacher because we are already confirmed about that who is teaching the English. So basically we will not mention that. It has also made our improve the effectiveness of our sentence. So it is clear to you friends. Now our last and the rule number 3 and the most important rule that is very important for a conversion from the active into passive voice. So our third number rule is if be and its forms are being used in the place of main verbs such as eating, playing, dancing, these all are the main verbs. But here in the place of what we are using, be and its various forms are being used. If be and its forms are being used in the place of main verb in an active voice, such kind of sentence cannot be converted into passive voice. Such kind of sentence do not have any kind of passive voice. If any of the candidates face any kind of sentence having the be and its forms in the place of the main verb, no need to convert that sentence into an active. No need to convert the sentence into a passive voice, and the sentence and the passive voice will also remain same as the active voice. If suppose here that the sentence written here as the I am happy. Basically, candidates gets confused that how to convert it into a passive voice. But here a form of be is written here. Form of be is written here in the place of main verb. That is be. In the place of a form of be is being placed here in the place of main verb. That is It is the form of a be, so it cannot be converted into a passive voice. It is having no passive voice, friends. So similarly, second sentence here given is the second sentence given here is the he should be polite. Now here simply we are getting what is written in the place of main verb be. It is the be in the place of main verb, so it cannot be converted into a passive voice. It is having no passive voice. So hence you have to keep always in the mind, if for any kind of form or any kind of be form of verb, suppose no and the basic main if you want to write keep in mind it in a more simple, if any of the main verb is not being shown in doing in any kind of active verb is not being shown to be done in a sentence, you should only write it as no passive voice. If no passive verb is being mentioned in the active form of verb, then you have to write it as no passive. It is the basic key rule, and it is the basic key rules for identifying that whether a sentence can be converted to passive voice or not. So friends, these were all the questions, and these were all the tips and tricks, and all the formulas, and all the basic rules related to conversion of conversion of the basic simple present, simple future, and simple past, and modal and the sentence containing modal verbs from the active to passive voice. I hope you must have enjoyed watching the video, and if you like my video, please like it, and how you felt about the video, please comment it in the given comment section given below, and you can write your queries also in the comment box, and share it with your friends. And if you are not subscribed to our channel, please subscribe our channel. Keep learning, be creative, be enthusiastic. Thank you friends for watching the video. Thank you friends.